Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Audrey if you're new here. I do lots of different sorts of videos, but today we are doing another nerdy comic video, so we got a lot to talk about. This is going to be an updates video about all things Marvel and DC and not Marvel or DC because we just have a little bit of boys news going on here. If you're new here, I'd love for you to subscribe and stick around. I do 2 videos a week currently. We'll see if that changes over the next few months, but I'm currently just sticking with the 2, Tuesday and Friday. Oh, by the way, there will be timestamps down below with all the stuff, so you can skip ahead. Just as an overview, I'm going to do boys, Marvel, DC. We'll wrap everything up with DC. So if you wanted to skip to any of those, the timestamps will be down below. I feel like I look really small. Here, now I'm up here. So, just first thing I just have is The Boys Season 3. We're getting ready to shoot that at least. It looks like we're going to have some Huey stuff being filmed first because Jack Quaid is in Canada to start filming. He has been on quarantine to, before getting ready to film. We also got some stuff from Carl Urban that he was, soaking up the sun down home before he was heading up to Canada to film as well. So I think Huey's stuff is going to come first. We don't have a lot of information on when The Boys Season 3 is coming out, probably 2022 next year, but it's January and they're supposed to start filming in January, so looks like they're going to be doing that soon. I will, we get some set photos and stuff, I will be talking about that, breaking anything down, any sort of predictions. With The Boys Season 3, we do know Jensen Ackles is joining as Soldier Boy. There's lots of stuff that could be going on. And we also have, Congresswoman Newman is the head popper, so exactly figure out what the next steps of the boys will be going forward. Marvel. I'm actually going to start with the, the newest stuff that we're going on. I told you I was not doing weekly videos for this because I need a break. But Wandavision did air on Friday. This video is going up on Tuesday. So it aired last Friday. The first 2 episodes were released. I thought it was just going to be the one until the day before I saw the first 2 episodes were going to come out. They were both kind of short. They weren't super long. There will be 9 episodes for the whole season. Both of these episodes are in black and white. Some spoilers. So sorry for spoilers. So if you don't want to hear that, skip ahead. We've covered the 50s and the 60s. The 50s episode was very I Love Lucy. The next episode was both The Dick Van Dyke Show and Bewitched. It was very Bewitched, but Dick Van Dyke did work on the show. We saw Monica Rambeau. She was in the 2nd episode. And there were bits of color that were popping out before the end of the episode 2, where we moved into the color program. Wanda is pregnant, so Wiccan and Speed will be coming soon. I think they'll probably be born maybe episode 3 or 4, and then we might see them grown up a little bit throughout the series. Agnes is most likely the villain of the series. I mean, she's up to something. She's most likely Agnetha Harkness, who is the witch character in the comics that works for Mephisto. There are lots of devil references. We see some stuff with sword. Not sure when we're going to get the outside of the Westview scenes. Probably not till like maybe 4 or 5. We might get some stuff next episode at the end, just like we did last time, but the walls are definitely starting to crack. Overall, I think it's pretty... I like the theme. The show itself is pretty good. I have some feelings about casting that at this point we can't change. So, but I haven't been watching it because I have Disney Plus, so I gotta keep up, We're gonna go back and talk about Spider-Man 3, which is coming very soon. It's coming this December. We got some set photos. We have a lot to talk about at Spider-Man 3 because I haven't done any video on it. I think I did, it was mentioned in my Marvel Slate video that I did, maybe in December. Yeah, I did that video in December, so I can link that down below and in the cards. So I just talked about a little bit that we're getting some sort of live-action Spider-Verse because at that point we had the Alfred Molina casting. Kevin Feige basically came and said, you know, some of these predictions about cameos are true and some of them are not. Apparently there's been some wild speculation of certain characters that I haven't personally heard about. I mean, people were talking about Willem Dafoe, which I doubt that would be happening. I don't think we're going to get to see Gwen Stacy. We might... I feel like the secondary character, like, if we get characters in a live-action Spider-Verse, if we get the other two Spider-Men, both Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, I don't think we'll see Gwen and Mary Jane. Those are the people I think I would leave off. I don't think we're going to get Harry Osborn. I don't think we're going to get anything like that. Because this Spider-Man is not really focusing on Oscorp, I don't think, at the moment. I would love it, but it seems like they're trying to do different villains, so we're not doing the Oscorp thing, so we don't really need the Osborn characters. But, you know, I think there will be a Sinister Six sort of thing going on, and I would like to see a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man similar to Peter B. Parker in the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse. I think that would be really fun for him, but I'd be very interested to see both of them. But going along with that, there have been rumors that Charlie Cox was on set as Matt Murdock in Spider-Man 3. If this is the case and they reported they saw him on set, I want to see these photos because I need this. I should have worn my Daredevil shirt today. I love Charlie Cox's Daredevil. I am totally on board with the Save Daredevil campaign. Would love to see a season. Are we on 4 or 5? I'd love to see another season of Daredevil. I would love to see Vincent D'Onofrio come back. He's a great Kingpin, so I would love to see it with Charlie Cox and everything. I like all the supporting cast of Daredevil. Everything would be fantastic. He probably is not Daredevil in his Daredevil costume. He's probably lawyer Matt Murdock, which would make sense that he's in this, considering the proximity, his relationship with Spider-Man in the comics, and the fact that Peter Parker is going to need to hire a lawyer. Now, this being said, it's probably not going to be for very long, considering that the cast is already being extensive, at least rumored-wise. I mean, we have the MCU Spider-Man cast. We have 2 other Spider-Man that are rumored to join. We have those villains from that movie rumored to join. We have if Daredevil's showing up as well. We also have any of the characters that were rumored to be a Sinister Six sort of move forward. This movie could become oversaturated, which if you've seen the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 3, you know what happens if it becomes oversaturated. So I think these cameos would be small. Oh, Doctor Strange is in this movie too. These cameos would be small, but hopefully we get something there. But there were some set photos as well depicting Peter and MJ at a Christmas time. So they're going to go for the Christmas release sort of, and it looks like it's with the end. Peter looks pretty happy. So, you know, or this is the beginning of the end and something else is going on. Next, we're talking about Black Widow is rumored to be going to Disney Plus with the same subscription model paid service that Mulan had. I don't know about this. I don't think I want to spend $30 to watch Black Widow. I mean, I don't know. I really don't like that. I would rather just, if I could see it in theaters, I would see it in theaters at that point. Or they just need to release it on streaming and not worry about numbers. But they definitely want to get some sort of money back. So I see why they would do this route, but I don't know. Big chief. That's all there is to that. We have some Moon Knight news. Basically, everybody except for Kevin Feige has admitted to the fact that Oscar Isaac is Moon Knight, which I'm very happy about. I love Oscar Isaac. We also got some other casting news. May Calamoy. I know that's wrong. But she's a Middle Eastern, she's a Palestinian actress, and we don't know who she's playing. More likely than not, she is playing the love interest, is what a lot of people do think. And then Ethan Hawke, yesterday, when I was filming this, that would have been Saturday, or maybe it was Friday, I don't know, it doesn't matter, 1 or 2 days ago, was cast as the antagonist of Moon Knight, and I do think that he is going to be playing Dracula. I'm very interested to see this. I'm loving to see some sort of supernatural characters break over. I know they're going more with the Mark Spector version, that he has mental health issues, so whether or not Dracula's actually existing is, we'll see about that. So like I said earlier, Kevin Feige hinted that all of the Marvel Netflix characters are still in play. They could still come back at any point. That means the cast members that were cast as them, he could also recast. But a lot of people, it was brought up that people really like Charlie Cox, and then there were also rumors that Kristen Ritter would be returning as Jessica Jones. A lot of people think if she does return, she'll return in She-Hulk, just based on like the time. I would also love to see her interact with Captain Marvel, since they're friends of the comics. If Jessica Jones comes back, the issue is then that they need all of the characters from there to come back, which is like, I don't know if they're going to go that route. It's the issue with Daredevil. Daredevil, like, there's a lot of these characters I want to see back, right? If Daredevil comes over, I want to see Elektra. I know there's some issues as to where Elektra even is, but I would love to see Elektra come back. I would love to see Punisher come back. I would love to see, I love Jessica Jones. I would like to see Trish Walker come back, but then you have so many other people that they're just expecting to come back, and then you have all of these other shows that Marvel's already announced. I don't know if they're not gonna make that a priority. So, we'll see. I feel like if characters do come over, it's gonna be just Daredevil, and it's gonna be just Jessica Jones. I don't think the other side characters would come. I do love Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, which I think they butchered in the Marvel Netflix stuff. They should have been together. Like, I don't understand this whole thing why they weren't and he was with Night Nurse, but whatever. You can't change things now, I guess. There was also rumors that Chris Evans is returning. That was reported yesterday, that Chris Evans was possibly in talks to come back as Captain America. I mean, maybe in a flashback, but I think his stuff is done, and we should just leave that there. Move forward for Falcon to be Captain America, because he has been in the comics, and some toys leaked that showed that he will have the shield and be wearing the Captain America costume. Nova is reportedly coming, according to Kevin Feige. I would love to see him come in Guardians 3. I know we're setting up some Guardian stuff going forward. Again, I don't want character oversaturation, but we are reportedly having the Haya Evolutionary, and Adam Warlock is supposed to show up in Guardians 3. So if you can slip Nova in there, that would be interesting. Morbius was delayed until October. I did a thing about most anticipated movies. I did a video on that, and Morbius was listed there. I think it was supposed to come out in May or something, and now it's been delayed till October. So we'll see about that. Venom 2 was confirmed as R-rated, and then Deadpool 3 was confirmed for the MCU, and it will also be R-rated. So we'll see how Disney will put that under their banner. That's all the Marvel stuff, so we're now going to go to DC. I have less news about DC. We got a few things to talk about, though. Batwoman Season 2 aired. They have a new Batwoman. I can't remember actor names and all that sort of stuff. But there's a new Batwoman, and it has Batwoman Season 2 has come out. Justice League will be a 1 4-hour-long film. That was reported today. I don't really want to sit down and watch this for 4 hours, but I guess I will. I mean, I could take breaks, I guess, but, you know, I really wish they went the miniseries route, because they had said that they were going to do it either or, but I guess they're just cutting stuff, so this is the way it happened. I don't know, folks. I mean, I know a lot of people are excited for it. I just don't want to sit there for 4 hours and watch this. I do think that it will be better than the theatrical cut of the Justice League. Like, don't get me wrong on that aspect. And I definitely think, like, it's not the length that made it better, but they had more stuff in it. So I guess kind of it was the length. It's just when they cut Batman vs. Superman, that movie's cut terribly, and the Ultimate Edition, the Ultimate Cut, makes the movie make more sense. But I don't know if that has to do with, like, it needed all that stuff in it, or if the theatrical cut was just cut badly. Like, I think Warner Brothers just has issues with cutting films together, which is amazing because they're a long-running movie studio, but who knows. Ray Fisher has officially been removed from the Flash film due to his ongoing investigation with Jeff Johns and Warner Brothers as a whole. I don't specifically know all the names of the executives at Warner Brothers, and I'm kind of loosely following along with this. But there is a lot of racial issues on set of Justice League that Ray Fisher is getting investigated that were both Joss Whedon and the issues of Jeff Johns, and now there's a lot of studio cover-up going on. So Ray Fisher has been removed from The Flash. He says that he would love to bring the character back, but he would rather get to the bottom of this, which is very understandable. And you know, there are a group of people who don't want to believe him. Like, you can believe what you want to believe, but I don't think somebody would do this in an effort to just completely sabotage their own career. Like, you know, when people speak out about things, it can ruin their whole career, which is what's happening to Ray Fisher right now. So, maybe he's not telling the truth, but what would be the gain of him not telling the truth about this? I just don't know. But yeah, that's that on that. Good luck to Ray Fisher in the investigation, and hopefully we do get to see Cyborg come back, because I would like that. And that's probably one part of the Justice League I'm looking forward to seeing is more Cyborg. David Ayer teased his cut of the Suicide Squad, or just Suicide Squad. I don't know what the point is. Like, I understand there's these fan campaigns to get these movies, and obviously Justice League, the theatrical cut came out 4 years ago, so like, yeah, I guess the time passed and whatnot, but I'm like, we're getting a soft reboot of Suicide Squad. I just don't see the need to get another cut of that movie. I mean, if that was all studio interference, then I had a lot of issues with that movie, and they did not just come down to the way it was cut. It came down to costuming, the acting, the effects, which I know none of those things would be changed in a new cut of that movie. So I'm not particularly interested, but just for you who are, there was teased to be more Joker and more Joker and Harley scenes. I'm a Ivy and Harley fans. I don't really want to see that. I know we didn't get to see a lot of it. I don't even like the look of Jared Leto Joker, so I don't really want to see more of that. But speaking of the Suicide Squad, there were more images and little bits in the HBO Max little clip that they posted. Some more the Suicide Squad images and video stuff with Harley, and then also Peacemaker began filming a few days ago. The James Gunn series that is going to have Peacemaker from the new Suicide Squad movie. They really set him up, though. And I think it was discussing film. I don't know. They said something about the highly anticipated Peacemaker series. I'm like, nobody asked for this, though. I'm like, no. I mean, a lot of people are excited to see it, and I'm sure I'll check it out, but nobody asked specifically for a Peacemaker series. It was announced before we've even seen the Suicide Squad, so, like, what if the character's just horrible and nobody likes him, but they've gone ahead and greenlit this? That would be really bad. We're talking about the Suicide Squad. I'm excited to see Harley again, although, like, in Birds of Prey, I liked her because of the other women she was around. I'm really excited to see King Shark. So I don't care about Peacemaker. If you give me a King Shark series, and especially since he's most likely being voiced by Taika Waititi, oh, love that. That's all I have. I'm surprised this video is not as long as I had anticipated it to be. I try to keep this moving briskly. Let me know how often you'd like to see movies like this. Do you want to just, whenever I have news, just compile stuff? Would you like it better if I did videos about specific things? Like if I had just made a video about Spider-Man 3, would you prefer that and I would go more in depth? Like, would you like to see stuff more in depth? Would you like to split both Marvel and DC into two different videos? Because I know the fandoms don't necessarily get along a lot. I mean, I like both, so I will talk about both. But if you wanted that in two videos rather than one, even with timestamps, just so that you don't have to skip ahead or do anything like that, let me know. Let me know your thoughts down below. Once again, my name is Audrey. I was about to give my closing message, like when I'm doing online customer service. So I do 2 videos here a week, every Tuesday and Friday. If you want to stick around, I would love to have you stick around. I will see you again on Friday with a new video. I will let you know they're not all comic-y. I do comic stuff, beauty, vlogs, sit-down videos, all sorts of stuff. There's something on this channel for everybody, but I will see you guys on Friday with a new video. And if you have any recommendations, please let me know as always. And is this the thing? Okay, so the video is going to show up here today. Yesterday. Last video it showed up on the other side. So watch this video. That's going to appear here. It's going to appear on little Funko Pop Roger Taylor's head.